These trades right here are the trades which made me over 100% off returns. But here's the part that confuses 99% of those unprofitable traders. I personally win only about 11 out of those 30 trades. Yes, that's even less than a half. So how is my trading account still growing? How does that even make sense? Because once you understand this one thing, it completely changes how you look at trading. Most beginners come into trading thinking one single thing, that I just need to be right more often. And then they start chasing high win rate strategies, better confirmations, and perfect entries. And it starts to feel logical, but actually that is the trap. Because in trading, being right most of the times does not pay you, but risk management actually does. So you need to shift the mindset. Instead of asking, how can I win more trades? The better question is, how can I make more when I'm right than losing when I'm wrong? And that's exactly where everything changes. And here is exactly how I approach. I use an extremely simple structure. 1R equals to 2% of my trading account. So if I'm wrong, I only lose 2% of my account, which is 1R, and when I'm right, I aim for a 1:3 risk to reward. So 3Rs equals to 6%. So which means when I'm losing, I lose 2, but when I win 6%. That's about it. Nothing complicated. And you must be thinking, how does this even work? Think about it like this. If your losses are always small and your winners are big, you don't actually need to win that often. All you need is your winners to carry your losses. Now let's break this down properly through trading math. Let's say you take 30 trades, out of which you win 11 and lose 19. Now be honest, most people see and say, no, that's terrible. But watch this. 19 losing trades, which means each trade negatives 2%. So 19 into 2 is 38. Now let's see your winning trades, which were 11 trades, and one winning trade equals to 6%. So 11 into 6 is a plus 66%. Now all you have to do is combine the math. Plus 66 minus 38. That leaves you with a net of plus 28. Even you lost more trades than you actually won, you are still a lot profitable. And that's actual trading. And that's exactly your aha moment. That's exactly where most traders realize that they've been focusing on the wrong thing the entire time. You don't need a high win rate. All you need is controlled losses and winners which are bigger than your losers. And here is exactly where this all gets even more powerful, and I'm talking about compounding, which simply means when you get results like this, like increasing your portfolio every few months of 20 to 30%, and when you start to compound those profits consistently with discipline, you'll see a massive gain on your accounts. So now let's understand the power of compounding through the framework. Now what I mean by compounding is, if you make 20% on a $100 account, that's $120. So now next month, if you again somehow manage to make 20%, now that won't be the 20% of $100, but it'll be the 20% on $120 that you made last month. Over time, this approach allows you to enjoy massive and significant results. So let's use the previous example, that if we compound on a $1,000 account every month and you manage to make 28% using the trading math and discipline and profitable strategy, what can you make after 12 months? So this is the math that we will be using for the compounding. So month 1, 1280, month 2, 1638, month 3, 2097, month 4, 2684, month 5, 3435, month 6, 4398, month 7, 5629, month 8, 7205, month 9, 9223, month 10, 11805, month 11, 15111, and finally month 12, that's 1932. Starting with $1,000 in your account, you now manage to make $19342, and that's actually massive. You don't need crazy trades. You don't need to double your account size in a single day. All you need is consistency, discipline, and wait for the system to exactly do its job. But now, let's bring this all back to the reality. On paper, it looks pretty simple, but in actual trading, in reality, it is a lot more messy. You might lose 3 trades in a row, then win one and then lose another, and your account will start to dip. And mentally, you start thinking that this strategy is not working. It's a bad strategy. And this is exactly where most traders fail because they don't believe in their system. They don't give it enough time to play out. So you have to stick to one singular system. They increase the risk on each trade, they start revenge and overtrading, and they abandon the system that they had planned. So be careful of that. Remember those trades that I showed in the beginning? They're not perfect, but what matters is that they were consistent. Small losses followed by bigger winners. The hardest part of trading is not really finding the best strategy. It's sticking to your risk management as you planned, not reacting on losses emotionally, being practical and logical. And most importantly, trusting your process for the long run. Because once you start breaking your rules, the trading math actually stops working. So you don't need to win most trades. You need to control your losses and make your winners be bigger than your losers. That's the edge every trader needs to look for. And in the end of the day, trading is not about being right all the time. It's actually about making more when you're right than losing when you're wrong. You don't need to win most trades. All you need is the trading math that I just explained by your side. To be honest, I've been breaking this more down, how I feel about setups, execution, and strategies, and I give my personal setups before they play out, and I also teach people 3 to 4 times a week on my Discord, so you can check that as well. But either ways, focus on this first, because once you actually understand this, that's the exact time when everything in your life changes. And if you feel lost or you are new to trading and you are looking for a strategy that is proven and profitable, then you can check out my free Discord, in which I have already given the indicator that I use, the name of it, the right settings for it, and the exact strategy I look for chart, and the exact assets that I trade. And this is also the group where I give mentorship 3 to 4 times a week, and I already post my exact similar setups in advance, and they play out pretty well, to be honest. As you can see, this was one of the setups I had uploaded in advance, and it played out really well. So if you're a beginner in trading, it's really hard to become profitable if you don't have the right guidance. So anyway, peace out. See you in the next one.